That's okay.
Now, welcome back everybody to vlog number 20 of the Turtle and the Tiger.
Here we are at Lake Meredith in Fritch, Texas.
Fritch. Who out there knows someone named Fritch? Who could that be? I'm not sure. Probably by the time a certain someone who knows that sees this, she may have delivered her first child.
There you go.
Interesting. Anyway, so we arrived here at Lake Meredith on Friday?
Tuesday.
All right, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I am so bad with dates. It's mind-boggling.
We arrived here Tuesday morning. We left Buffalo Lake.
National Wildlife Refuge.
Yep. Went into Amarillo. You got tube for your tires.
Yeah, I got a tube for the bike tire because the bike tire that I had sucked and it was too thin.
We went to a place called Eddie's Meat Market.
Oh, wow.
That had huge place. I mean, we bought...
You walk in and it's sort of like, it is the best butcher shop I have ever seen. It had, if you were a vegan and you walked through the door, you wouldn't take one step in and you'd probably vaporize. You'd probably die of exposure.
Probably.
But they had everything. And they had it in the case, they had it in the freezer. They made their own beef jerky, they made sausage, everything. Yeah. So we filled up the freezer.
Yeah, we did. We filled up the freezer with stuff.
Yep. And we'll maybe do a couple of food videos of some of that stuff coming up because it was pretty awesome. It's one of the nice things about skirting by some of the larger cities. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes when we're going from here to there, there's nothing but tumbleweeds. But once in a while, we'll skirt a city where we can zip in and zip out and do things like this.
Right, and have some neat stores and stuff like that. I mean, it's not like home where you knew where everything was, and you could walk into the grocery store and just do it all blind. Now you got to look for everything, but you get a lot of different neat things if you can scout it out and you can do the research before you get there. Right. Then we're golden.
Yeah, we got fuel. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about is and I never thought we would do this. It sort of come as a matter of survival. Is that Walmart is usually on our stop of things to do because we can get fruit and things like that. And it can be organic and it can be cheap. It's sort of scratch and dent sometimes, but sometimes you have no other option. There isn't anything, we got spoiled at home with all the local this and that, and in here it sometimes can be a little bit more difficult. But so we did the fuel, we did the Walmart, we did Eddie's, we did the bike shop, and we got out of Dodge and headed to here at Meredith Lake.
Yep, they had an office right when we got into town. Nice office, 2 people in there that manned it. I could go in, talk to them. I got a map of the place. Yep. Told them kind of where we were looking to go. I wanted to be quiet. I didn't want to be around other people. I think this area here, he said, was used more in terms of people would use it for hunting. I mean... it's hunting. And it's near the water. There are different spots that you can go into where there are 3 or 4 sites to camp. And it's such a large lake that even those spots are far between. There's no boat right past,
so that was nice. We had our option of going into one area where there was an inlet that came up, which I actually would like to go to at some point in a return trip. and then the place we're in now, and then another place that's up the road even further. But each one of them is acres and acres. It has one toilet if you need one, and then it has, well, what would you say, 4 sites here? One on the hill, one here,
Yeah.
and then 2 across the road, which are more day use, I think.
Right. I mean, and it's spread out. We'll show you pictures
Yeah.
of it. I mean, we've got the whole
Yeah.
place to ourselves.
But coming in here, when we came out of, what was it, Blue West Road?
We were on the Blue
West
Road.
Road, and then Yvette says, okay, when she's navigating, and she says, okay, when you get down to the end of the road here, it's going to hook a hard right, and I think the road is off to the left. So we're coming down, and then there's this dirt road that peels off the asphalt road, and I'm like, okay, I can't remember. I think it had a sign on it, and it seemed like it was the right way to go. And you come up over the knoll, and then you're starting to go down. I'm like, wow, I guess there must be like a ration on guardrails, because there are none here. And the road, you first go through a cut, and then you come down, and there's just banks on both sides. And I'm like, man, this is all made of clay. We're never going to get out of here if it rains.
Right.
Because
If it
it's
rained,
just like
we would be
grease.
stuck here.
We'd be stuck here if it rained, which wouldn't be an entirely bad thing.
But
Yeah, I'm looking at look at the side of the truck right now. I'll show them as soon as it's done. One of the things that we've had a problem here with is the winds have been really high, and we were hoping to film today because there's no wind. But in lieu of the wind, we've got a bug infestation of there's probably, I'm looking at the side of the truck right now, and there's
It's
probably
like
20,000
polka-dotted.
bugs all over the
it's a
truck.
polka dotted truck.
So we lose the breeze, we get the sleaze, basically. So we come
We
down.
can't win.
Yeah, we can't win. So we came down to the site. We parked the rig. There's a few trails there's lots and lots and lots of water here. So, which is a little salty, I think,
Right, because you can see some of the
White,
white line.
where it's evaporated
from
on the
down.
edge. But lots and lots of bird activity. This is that a black-throated, God, now I can't remember. Real cool bird I saw this morning. I sat and watched for a while. There's pelicans here.
Yeah,
There's
pelicans,
everything. Seagulls. There's
killdeer,
yeah,
herons.
all kinds of stuff. So very cool.
Yeah, nice place.
Nice place. And we're probably going to leave tomorrow to head up north. But we've had a good stay here. So, anything you want? Any housekeeping we need to go over? Talk about different things. We have no internet here at all, and so we're concerned about internet in the next 3 weeks and how to get. I'm going to end up with, this will be the 4th video that'll be in the queue to upload, and there's just doesn't seem to be any place between here and Colorado, maybe 1 or 2 spots where we'll be able to do it, but
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
It's a
Can't-
challenge.
can't really do it through the truck because the download is good, the upload speed just is non-existent. So if you want to check our email and check whatever our media and stuff, that's great, but if you were trying to upload something, not going to happen. So, and then Verizon's putting the pork to us. I'm sorry, but they are.
Once again.
Those people are the biggest bandits. I hope Verizon's watching right now, because let me tell you something. We have a 60 gigabyte plan, okay? 60 gigabytes. Wow, that's huge, right? Now, the only thing that we do with that 60 gigabytes is check our mail, Facebook. I might upload a picture now and again. Not a lot, but that's not the point. We have not been able to access Verizon because of lack of coverage until for this pay period
Oh, right, when we were over
Four-
at Buffalo Lake.
4 days ago.
Right. We didn't
5
have
days
it
ago.
in Cap Rock. We didn't have it at
Right.
Palo Duro.
Right.
We haven't had it anywhere until
So
Buffalo Lake.
So about a week.
Yeah.
So yesterday we're on for about 15 minutes, and we both get an email. You have 10% left. Anything over that, you're going to pay $15 a gigabyte. I'm like, what?
Right.
Are
we
you
still have
kidding
like
me?
5 days to go.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
And
They're
see,
crooks.
in the old days, when at home, I had a computer hooked up with a router. For some reason, they were able to charge me the data that was going to the router and to the computer. So it would be like if I sent a message to the printer, so it went to the router and then to the printer. They actually charged me data, and the only reason I was able to find that out is because at that time Verizon allowed you to look at a log and see exactly what every time you logged on and what you logged into, what the address was, and all of that. But now go to Verizon and ask them, where's this data going? Oh, we don't print that out anymore. We don't do that. Well, I don't know. But the positive side though is that this national recreation area,
Bring on the wind.
the staff was, but they're still in the leeward side of that. The staff at the building were very attentive, very helpful, nice to deal with, and as a segue out of here and into the next video, we've talked to some people up at in New Mexico, because we got to head up there
Tomorrow.
Going towards Colorado. Seem to be nice people too at Sugar Eat Canyon State Park in New Mexico. So that'll be vlog 21 coming up probably a week or so, and we will see you then. You want to say goodbye?
Bye guys.
Bye
See
guys.
ya.
Take care. Bye.
I'd rather if we're going to be doing like 1, 2, 3, the first day you do the most driving. Well, this isn't going to, your most driving is going to be between here and Sugar. It's either 170 miles or it's 240 miles. Well, I got news for you then. We should leave the day before. And then it's 100 miles from Sugar to ride. I hear it's fucking roomy. People swim up here, I think, I guess. So, oh shit. Yep, boating regulations. Oh god, look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah. Great. Seriously? Wow. It's, we can do like there. Yep. Oh, say Stevie followed us.